Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and start to inhale and exhale. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Gently bring your hands together. Start rubbing them together. And place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Let's start with neck rotations. Inhale as your head goes back. Exhale as it comes forward. Let's go in the other direction. Inhale as your head goes back. And exhale as it comes forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Once again, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Come to the center and let's look from side to side. And once again, come to the center and ear to shoulder. Good. Stop the practice. Interlock your fingers together. Extend the arms up and slightly back. Keep your chin lifted. Do not look down. Yeah. And then release the arms. Right hand on left knee and twist back. Chest open, shoulders pushed back. And then come back to the center. Once again, interlock your fingers together. Extend the arms up and slightly back. And again, release the arms. Left hand on right knee and twist back. And come back. Now place your hands flat on the floor in front of you. Walk forward and allow the forehead, nose or chin to come as close to the floor as you can. And keep inching the arms forward so that you're extending the back. Now slowly walk your arms back, hands back. Place your hands on either side of the right knee and walk forward. Again, extend the back as much as you can, focusing more on the left side of the back than the right, and try to get the forehead as close to the floor as possible. And slowly walk your hands back. And then the same thing on the other side. So you're going to walk your arms forward, hands forward, and get the forehead as close to the floor as possible. And walk back. Now place your hands flat on the floor next to you, and then extend the other hand out. Keep the chest open, and imagine that you're taking this left arm and pushing it behind your head. The arm that is extended, you're pushing it behind your head. And come back. And then the same thing on the other side. So you're going to extend the other arm and take it as far back as possible. And come back. Now extend both legs out, wide apart. Yeah. Roll the thighs in. So if you have to physically grab the thighs and roll them in, go ahead and do that, because that will help you in lengthening the back. Now place your hands on the floor and extend the arms forward. Yeah. Push the thighs down. Ready? Push the thighs down, push the heels out. Yeah. Good. Come back. And then same thing on the right side. So you're just going to walk the hands forward. Stretch the left side of the body a little bit more than the right. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And come back. And the same thing on the other side. So walk the hands forward. This time you're extending the right side more than the left. And come back. Satya, your video is not on. So maybe you want to turn the video on. Okay, now come on all fours. Hands on the floor, knees on the floor. And let's start with the tiger breathing. So inhale, push your belly button to the floor, look up. Exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Once again, inhale, look up. And exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Come back to your base position. Start your wrist stretches. So you're going to turn the hand around until it faces you and then come back. And do this several times. Yeah. Good. Now stop with both hands facing you and start to rock back and forth. And side to side. Good. Stop the practice. Bring your hands back to their original positions. Place your toes on the floor and lift your knees up off of the floor. Push your tailbone up. Initially keep the knees soft. Push the heels up and extend the back. Yeah, and then slowly you're going to start to straighten one leg, then the other leg, and you're gently walking in place. And then straighten both legs, roll the thighs in. Good. And then inhale, bring the right leg forward on the outside of the right hand. Place the left knee on the floor. Look over your right shoulder at your left ankle. Now go back and bring the left leg forward and right knee on the floor. And look over your left shoulder. Good. And then go back into your downward dog. And bring the right leg forward in between your hands. Place the left knee on the floor. Push the hips down and rock from side to side. Yeah. And then push that heel into the floor as you lengthen back. Push that leg back. Yes, and then come forward and go back. And come forward again and go back. Good. And then come forward and then switch legs. So right leg goes back, left leg comes forward, right knee on the floor, push the hips down, rock from side to side. And then push that heel into the floor and extend the leg back. And come forward and extend back. And come forward and extend back. Good. And then come forward again and bring the other leg forward too. And then stay here. Top of the head facing the floor, arms dangling forward. And slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll yourself up to a standing position. Good. Alright, let's start with the Surya Namaskars, 12 Surya Namaskars. Hands in your Namaskar Mudra. And let's begin. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Two more. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Good. Go into your child's pose. Relax. Have a sip of water if you need, and relax. Relax. Alright, so come up. Today's pose, today's challenge pose is the Ekpada urdhvadhanurasana. Urdhvadhanurasana, a lot of people know it as chakrasana. How many of you can do chakrasana? The back bend. Oh, okay, great. Okay, so those of you who cannot do chakrasana, today's class will take you towards it. Those of you who are able to do chakrasana, when you're finally in chakrasana, you're going to lift one leg up. Okay? So, right now, because we've done so many Surya Namaskars, your body is warmed up, and we're just going to take a before picture. So this is how, and those of you who can do chakrasana, you're just going to come up to chakrasana for the before picture. You're going to place your hands under your shoulders, lift the hips up, straighten the arms, and then lift one leg up. Okay? If this is where you can go, like if this is as far as you can go, then this is it. Yeah? And I know your body is not warmed up, so that I don't expect like 100%, but I want you to try your best for the before picture. So let's try. Try your best. Chakrasana, however you can do, like whatever is the, like however far you can go with chakrasana. Come on, guys. Yeah, waiting. Good. Hold it. Yeah. Good. Very nice. Good. Okay. So, chakrasana is considered to be like sort of advanced, like in kind of like an advanced back bend. So we're going to slowly build up to it. Okay. So stand up and go into your uttanasana. So you can actually use your blocks if you have blocks. If you don't have blocks, then you don't need to use them. But if you do, go ahead and place them under your hands and look forward. Try to concave the back. So a concave back is what we're looking for. Take your legs distance like right behind your hands, so distance of the hands, distance of the shoulders apart, and then look forward, push the chest forward, push the belly button forward, concave the back. So the back makes a little C. You're drawing the hands into the shoulder blades, into the shoulder sockets, and looking forward. Good. And from here now, come into your downward dog. Remove the blocks, hold the edges of the mat, go into your downward dog. And now you're going to actually curve that upper back, like that extreme curvature. So try to get the top of the head closer and closer to the floor. You can keep your legs distance of the mat apart, hold the outer edges of the mat, and see how close you can get the top of the head to the floor. And extend the arms. Try try not to bend the arms, because once the arms bend, then the curving is not happening anymore. Stay there. Tejasvi, you can bend more. You can bring the top of the head to the floor. Nidhi, walk your legs slightly forward. Stay. Ritika, you also walk your legs forward and push the hips up. Good. Everybody, knees on the floor, relax. Child's pose. Relax. Relax. Okay. Now, come up. Okay, who has a belt? Give me a thumbs up if you have a belt. A yoga belt. Okay. Alright, those of you who have a belt, go ahead and grab the belt. And those of you who don't have a belt, take a block between the thighs. And you're bringing the block all the way up to the groin. It's horizontal and you're placing it between the thighs and really holding that block tight. It has to be tight. Those of you who have a belt or a dupatta, what you want to do is tie it around your thighs. Around the mid thigh. So I'm here and I'm going to tie it really tight. So you're basically bringing the legs together, and it has to be really tight. Yeah. Then everybody grab your block. Grab a block. Yeah. And then go against a wall and stand about 2 feet away from the wall. Your feet are together and thighs are like rolled in. Either rolled in because of the block or rolled in because you have that belt around you, around the thigh. Now you're going to extend the arms up, and first just work on pushing the block up to the ceiling. And then keep extending and extending back. So you're still pushing up. Okay, so even when you go back, you don't collapse back. You keep lengthening the sides of the body. Lengthen, 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 and then touch the wall with the block. Yeah, so let's try that. Hold the block. First, you guys are pushing the block up. Up. If you don't have a block, you can just interlock your fingers together and extend up. Yeah, but it's good to have something to hold on to. Yes. Push up, and then slowly start to push back. Again, don't collapse back. You're still pushing that block back. So it's not like you're bending the elbows and you're collapsing the chest. No, you have to imagine that you're pushing the block now diagonally back. And then eventually go further back and back and back and touch the wall behind you with the block. Touch the wall. Some of you may be feeling that the legs want to release the block between the thighs. You may also feel that the thighs are pushing against that belt. That's what we want. The belt is there to hold the thighs in place. The block is there to teach the thighs how they need to behave. Good. Come up. Come up. Okay. Now remove the block. Remove the block and remove that belt also. This time, you're going to take your legs about distance of the mat apart with the feet out. Okay, the feet have to be slightly pushed out, heels are in, toes are out. And then, you're going to interlock your fingers together, extend the arms up, and this time do the same thing but without the block. So you're pushing back without the block. And keep pushing your chest forward, keep pushing your hips forward. If it's too far, if the wall is too far from you, go closer to the wall. It's okay. We want a bend where there is no strain on the lower back. If you find that there's a strain on the lower back, you have to tighten the thighs. Your thighs are not working. Your upper back is collapsing and that weight is coming on the tailbone. So you have to really tighten those thighs. And keep lifting up. Okay, come down. Come down. A few of you may be feeling that lower back pain. If you are, raise your hand. If you're feeling, okay. Alright. Mansi, do you have a belt? No. Dupatta, stole? Yeah, maybe you can get that. Rennie, you're okay? You're not feeling that lower back pain? Yeah? Okay. Tejasvi, you're also okay? Okay. Alright. So I just wanted to demonstrate. See, I'm going to interlock my fingers together and go up. Okay? Now, those of you who, some of you might be compressing the back by just thinking that it's an arching back. Okay? This movement of reaching back, like where I'm pushing back, has to come. When you push back, when you lift back, like you're pushing that way, then the back stretches, which is what you need in urdhvadhanurasana or chakrasana. You're pushing the hands down into the floor, right? So it's the same, this is the same movement you're doing. In chakrasana, you're pushing the hands back, and that push is coming from the shoulder blades. You are pushing back and the hips are going forward in chakrasana. So that is the movement that you're practicing now. You understand? You have to you basically are linking the posture. So here, those of you who want to try now, you could actually do this. Simulate the chakrasana. So go back and push. Push this wall away. Push it away. Mansi, you do the same thing, but tie that belt tight around your thighs. Tie it like really tight. There should be no gap between the thighs. Any questions? Tejasvi, you have a question?
The glutes come in or this way?
The glutes have to come out, but you shouldn't be thinking about the glutes. You should be thinking about the quads. If you're thinking about the glutes, you're still too close to the tailbone. You know, you're still thinking about this area, whereas we're thinking about the front. Think about the thighs. Don't think about the glutes. Roll the thighs in, let whatever happens to the glutes happen. Roll the thighs in, keep the thighs tight, and then go back.
Okay.
Try that. Yeah, push back, guys. Push that wall away from you. Ritika, that's very good. Mansi, tighten the thighs. Tighten. Yeah, you don't have to go so far. Okay, come up. Everybody come up. Yeah. So Mansi, the thing is, you don't have to go so far back. You don't have to bend a lot back. The important thing here, and in all back bends, is how strong is your base. So if my base, if I start to bend my knees and only then I can go further back, then I shouldn't do that. I should keep the knees straight and then only go as far as my knees will allow. Yeah? So that is one thing also. So if you guys all interlock your fingers together, like interlock your fingers together and get the index finger up. Yeah? And can you extend your arms up like you're reaching the ceiling? Yeah, keep your feet together and extend your arms up like you're reaching the ceiling. Yeah. Now imagine just a location which is 2 inches behind the ceiling. Like right now you're pointing straight up. Imagine just 2 inches behind that point. And you're still reaching for that point. How would you do that? What would you do with the body? It's just 2 inches back. Then another 2 inches back. You're just pointing to that place. So at no point are you bending back. You're still just like reaching back and trying to lift up. Yeah? Does that make sense? Do you understand the difference between reaching and bending? If it makes sense, raise your hand. Yeah. So even in chakrasana, although we call them back bends, they're actually an extension of the back. So an extension would be that I'm pointing and I'm trying to reach. At every point in time, I'm trying to reach as though, like I'm going down. Whereas in a back bend, you're just going down. Yeah? So that, if you do feel a discomfort in the lower back or anywhere in the back, you have to think about it as an extension rather than a bend. Okay? So let's continue and then let's see how far we can get with this. Now, come into your downward dog again. Come into the downward dog. Actually, Mansi, you could keep that the dupatta tied around your thighs because that will help you in gaining that awareness. Yeah, lift up. Mrs. Rishi, that's good. Sachin, straighten your back more. Reni, that's good. Nidhi, that's good. Now, upward facing dog. Everybody, upward facing dog. Yes. Now start to walk your feet forward like you want to get the hips closer to the wrists. So I'm here and I want to walk the feet forward like as though I want to bring the hips closer to the wrists. And keep pushing the shoulders back, look forward, knees tight. Now go back into your downward dog. And upward facing dog. Downward dog. And upward facing dog. Good. Now in upward facing dog, right now your toes are curled in. Now you want to push the toes out. So place the top of the foot on the floor. Yes. And lift the knees up. Knees are still lifted up. Yeah. So it's only the toes, the top of the toes which are on the floor. Everything else is lifted up. Ritika, roll the shoulders back. Your shoulders are collapsing. Good. Now go back into your downward dog. Go back into your downward dog. Now knees on the floor. Relax. Child's pose. Relax. In your child's pose, place your fingertips on the floor. Fingertips only. And then lift the elbows up. So you push the fingertips down and you're like lifting the elbows up so the entire arm is up. Only the fingertips are down. Now with your hands, with your fingers, walk forward. So that you feel that extension on your shoulder blades also. Yeah, keep walking forward. Good. And then come out. And does everybody have 2 blocks? At least 1 block? Who doesn't have a block? Okay, everybody has a block. So, you're going to place them basically a back bend. You're going to place them horizontally. If you don't have 2 blocks, you only have 1, then you use only 1. If you have 2, then you place another one here. And you're going to roll back. And you're going to roll back on this block. Place the back of the head on the other block and extend the arms up. Today, you're going to hold the arms and you're going to hold the hands. Like the right hand holding your left hand and extend the arms up. Try to straighten your elbows. So no holding your elbows. You're holding the hands and extending up. Hands will be on the floor, but you're still extending up. If you have only 1 block or 1 bolster, it's okay. You place the head on the floor. Yeah. Good. Stay there. Mansi, I think take that bolster further up. Yeah, it's too far down. Yeah, you take it further up. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Everybody is doing it really well. Nice. If you want to experiment, you can also remove the block from under your head, and that will give you a slightly deeper arch. So if you want, you could do that. Smriti, Stuti, if you want to remove the block from under your head, you're welcome to do that. Yeah. And allow that stretch to happen. Stay there. Good. Extend the arms up. Keep extending the arms up. See how the block will not allow the entire back to stretch. The block will only allow from the shoulder blades up to stretch, and stay there. Okay, now everybody come into your downward dog. Come into your downward dog. Stretch the back in downward dog. Yes. Yeah. Ritika, hold the edge of your mat. Hold the edges of the mat. Outer edges. Yeah. Good. Mansi, that's very nice. Very good. Push the tailbone up. Push it up. Yes. Nisha, push up more. Sachin, straighten your legs. Straighten the legs, yeah. Everybody knees on the floor and relax. Child's pose. Again, place your fingertips on the floor and walk your hands forward. Fingertips on the floor, walk the hands forward. In downward dog. In child's pose, place your fingertips on the floor, walk the hands forward like we just did. Lift the elbows up. So this is also like opening the chest, because you're lifting the elbows, lifting the shoulders, and the chest gets more time to open, more space to open. Yeah, and come up. Okay, who has a bed? Who has a chair? Those of you who have a chair, get the chair. Those of you who don't have a chair, do the same thing again. Do that bending again. Yeah. Those of you who have a chair, do this. Fold your mat. Yeah, so what I want you guys to do is basically stay in that back bend for a longer time so that you can open the back. Okay? So the longer you stay there, whether it's on the blocks or on the chair, the better it is for you to open up the chest. So those of you who have a chair, like Nidhi, you have your Iyengar chair, you're going to place this, your folded mat on the chair. Okay, most of you don't have the Iyengar chair, so let me show you like a regular chair. What you would do with a regular chair is this. You still place that mat there, and then you lie down. You place your tailbone on the edge of that seat and you lie down. And you just stay like this. Yeah, you're seated on the, like you're lying down on the seat of the chair. Yeah. See if that is comfortable, depending on the chair that you have. And Mansi, okay, your chair is good. Mansi, you'll do it differently, and Nidhi, you will do it differently. So you guys place your mat inside the chair, yeah, and then step inside, like the back of the chair. Like there's a hole there. I mean, there's like it's open, yeah. With your feet inside, Mansi, yeah. Nidhi, you also. Mrs. Nishi, you'll do the other way. You'll lie down, like across. Yeah, you'll do it the other way. Yeah. Now, Mansi and Nidhi, you're going to take the tailbone on the edge of the seat, the inner edge. Yeah. Sachin, you also take it on the inner edge of the seat. Not you're seated on the chair. Don't sit on the chair. Come to the edge. Yeah. And then slowly you guys will now roll the back out. So you're not moving the tailbone from where it was. You're just rolling the back out. And then sort of like push yourself back. Still you're not lifting that tailbone up. You're just pushing, like sliding yourself back. And then drop the hands down. Keep your knees bent, drop the arms down. Okay, I'm watching. If you feel queasy, you need to come up and let me know. Nisha, that's very good. Nisha, if you want, you could hold the elbows and don't look up, like stay down. Hold the elbows and like sort of like push down, push the elbows down. If you feel queasy, let me know. You need to come up if you feel queasy. Ritika, you could try removing one block, the block under your head, and push that other block further up, closer to your shoulder blades. Further up. Stay. Guys, the longer you stay, the better it is. Yeah. Mansi, you can also hold your elbows and push down. Push down. Hold the elbows, yeah, and push down. Tejasvi, you can also remove that like a block from under your head and just allow the head to come down. Yeah. At no point should you feel queasy. If you feel queasy, let me know. Just come up, come out of the posture. Okay, now come up. Everybody come up. Okay, is there anyone who felt nauseous, queasy, like they want to throw up? Is anyone sweating profusely? Raise your hand if yes. Ritika, you felt that way? Yes. Okay. So so this is for everybody in general. Like most of you don't feel like that, but just because this is a great way to stretch the back. Okay, this is a very nice and like very passive way to stretch. You could just lie down on like Nisha, you have like those stools, and on any chair you guys can just lie down at any point in time. So you must know how to do it correctly. So this is for everybody, and this is why, Ritika, you're feeling, like you're sweating profusely and all. So the thing is, it has to do with the skin of the back. Okay, so the skin of the back has to be stretched, and it has to be stretched towards my glutes. So sometimes what happens is students will do this, and then there is not sufficient like push back for the skin of the back to stretch. Most of us will just lie down, and the skin is not active at all here. It's just lying down. But if I were to push myself up, like if I were to do this movement, then the skin along with the t-shirt, the skin also moves back. And that lengthens the muscles of the neck and the back and the shoulders. Okay? And that is what helps you in being able to stay here for a very long time. And that's actually what's going to help you in stretching the rest of the body also. Yeah? So that is why. If you feel like you're nauseous, if you feel like you're sweating too much, you feel like you're about to throw up, that's the reason. That the muscles of the back, they're inactive. They're just, flat. So what happens with a lot of students is, they, instead of like sort of pushing themselves back and like, kind of sliding, they start to do this. You will lift and come here, and you will lift and come here. But this movement is not the same. It feels very different. If I come into this position with that other, like lifting up and going back, it feels very different because it's not the same. The skin is not working in that. Okay, does that make sense to you guys? How the skin stretches. The stretching of the skin is also important. The skin has to stretch, the skin of the back has to stretch down so that everything else can open up. Yeah? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're good to move forward. Okay, now remove the chair, remove the blocks, come back to your mat. Now everybody, chakrasana, which is like some people also call it Setu Bandhasana. So lie down on your back. Yeah, and now you guys will be able to do it really well because we've stretched the back so much. So you're going to hold your ankles, roll the shoulders back, hold your ankles, and lift the hips up. Lift your hips up. Think about the thighs. Roll the thighs in. Lift the hips up by pushing the feet down into the floor. Push the inner edges of both feet down into the floor. Make sure that the knees are not splaying out. Push the belly button further up. Again, do not think about your glutes. Do not think about the glutes. Think about pushing the belly button up, using your torso, using the rib cage, using your thighs, and keep lifting up. Yes, hold it for a long time. Stay. Okay, come down, hug your knees into your chest. Hug your knees into your chest. Yeah, again place your feet on the floor. Hold your ankles. Ritika, if you're unable to reach down, then take a belt and place it around your ankles and hold that belt instead. Yeah. And come up. Everybody come up. Come into your chaturpadasana. Allow that chest, chaturpadasana. Come into your chaturpadasana. Everybody in Nisha's house, lift up. Allow that chest to come closer to the chin. Feel that sensation. Maybe you cannot breathe. It's okay. Feel that sensation. Mansi, push that chest up. Chest up. Yes, good. Roll that thigh, both thighs in. Very nice. Yeah, lift up, lift up. Good. Okay, come out. Come out. Okay, everybody sit up for a minute. Sit up. And can you interlock your fingers together behind your back and roll the shoulders back. And then drop the chin down and look at the chest. Mansi, roll the shoulders back more. Yeah. Good. You see the openness of the chest right now. You're rolling the shoulder back. There's a sensation on the sides of the neck. There might be a sensation between the shoulder blades also, on the shoulders also. That sensation is what you want in your Chatushpadasana also. Okay? So now you're going to come back to Chatushpadasana and get the same kind of sensation where that much stretch is happening to the back. Yeah? Does that make sense? Lie down and go ahead and do the same thing. Lie down. Go ahead and come up. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine tuck those shoulders in under you. Allow that heart to come up. Monica, bring the knees closer to each other. Your knees are too far out. Yeah. Lift up. Yeah. Good. Good. Come down. Come down. Now everybody, this is what you're going to do. We're going to start to build up to chakrasana and then eventually one-legged. So you're going to come into the chakrasana position and then just lift the head up and put the top of the head on the floor. So like this. You're putting the feet on the floor. Hands are under the shoulders or close to the shoulders. Elbows are up. Elbows are not going out like this. Elbows are lifted up, pointing up. You're going to lift the hips up, which is what you've been doing right now. Then you're going to lift the head up and place the top of the head on the floor. Keep the hands on the floor also. Top of the head is on the floor. And then you're going to come down. So try to flip the head. Try your best. Let me see. Try your best. Ritika, try your best. I'm watching. Just the head on the floor. Nothing else. We're not moving up right now. Ready? That's very good. Yeah. Good. Roll the thighs in. Roll the thighs inwards. Yeah. And come down. Very good, guys. Very nice. Good. Very good. Now roll over onto your stomach and do your dhanurasana. So roll over. Hold your right ankle, left ankle. Roll the shoulders back and come into your dhanurasana. Lift up. Lift that leg up. Like we did for Nataraj. We lifted the leg up. Lift it up. Okay. And come down. Roll over again on your back. Chatushpadasana again. This time you're trying to lift further up in Chatushpadasana. Hold the ankles. Lift the hips up. Lift up. Higher and higher and higher. Allow the chin and chest to talk to each other. Push the inner edges of your feet into the floor. And come down. And place your hands under your shoulders and get ready to place the head on top of the floor again. So the top of the head on the floor, like in chakrasana. Like just that basic chakrasana posture. Place your hands on the floor and lift up. Place the head on the floor. Yes, good Tejasvi. Good. Good Mansi. Mansi, tighten the thighs. Engage your thighs, engage the groin. Nice. Come down. Everybody, come down. Again, roll over to your stomach. Do your dhanurasana. Again, quickly, dhanurasana. Yeah. Good. Lift up. Lift up. Yes. Very nice. Good, Nisha. Really push up. Monica, lift the knees up. Mansi, good. Good. Okay, come down. Again, lie down on your back. Chatushpadasana again. Each time you do it, you have to improve. Quickly, quickly, we're running out of time. Quick. Don't allow your body to become cold again. So keep doing this. Lift up in Chatushpadasana. Lift up. Yes. Very good. Very nice. Yeah. Ritika, don't push your chin away. Bring your chin closer to the chest. Yeah. Lift the chest up. Good. Good. Okay. And come down. Now place your hands under your shoulders. Place the top of the head on the floor. You're building up to chakrasana. Once you have that, then lifting one leg up is no big deal. Mrs. Rishi, elbows up to the ceiling. Facing up to the ceiling. Your elbows are splayed out. Okay, everybody head on the floor. Nidhi, I'm waiting for you to place your head on the floor. Mansi, head on the floor. Yeah, okay. Come down. Again, go into your dhanurasana. Dhanurasana. So, on your abdomen and come into dhanurasana. Yeah, very nice. Good. Mansi, that's a great dhanurasana. Very good. Yeah, Reni, you also. Very nice. Good, guys. Very nice. Good. Come down. Roll over again on your back. Yes, your body is just getting warmed up. Your spine, imagine the spine right now. It's so happy. Yep. Now Chatushpadasana. Lift up. Lift up. Roll the thighs in. Lift up. Yeah. Good, Ritika. Nice. Nice. Good. And come down. Now full chakrasana. First you're going to place the head on the floor and then you're going to push the hands further down, further into the floor and lift into chakrasana. Come on. The head has to be on the floor for an instant even. Yeah. And then you push up because then you can control. Very nice, guys. Very good. Very good. Awesome. Okay. Come down. Come down. Hug your knees into your chest. Nidhi, if you want, you can stop now. If you're feeling tired, you can stop now. You can just do an easy back bend on the blocks or on the chair. If you want to continue with us, you can continue also. Depends on how you feel. Okay. Now, one more chakrasana. Let's see. One more. One more chakrasana and then we'll go into the variation. Everybody come into chakrasana. In Pune, they do 108 chakrasanas when they practice their back bends. Yeah, come on. I'm waiting for everybody in Nisha's house. Very good. And come down. Come down. Okay. Now, come up and look. Watch. So, one-legged chakrasana is basically a balance of the hips and the legs. Okay, so if in regular chakrasana or dhanurasana, you're like this, where the hips are being supported by 2 feet, here you're gonna have to be supported by 1 leg, right? So literally, this is what has to happen to the lower body. Okay, so but what we have a tendency to do is try to balance like this, like just lift 1 leg up and try to balance like this, which puts the hips out of alignment, like then your hips are not able to balance. So what you're going to do now, and I'm going to demonstrate, is you're going to come into your chakrasana, then take this leg from the side to the center and then lift the other leg up. Yeah, so there's a shuffling going on. So just watch. Maybe I'll do it in this way, because I want to show you how that happens so that you can watch the legs. Because if you get to chakrasana, then you will be able to do this also. So just watch. I'm coming into my chakrasana like this and I'm lifting up. Now my feet are like apart. So I'm going to take 1 foot in between and then lift the other leg up. And if I bring this leg down, again I'll bring it in between and then lift the other leg up. Yeah? So, now the thing is, if in your Chatushpadasana, which is like that Setu Bandhasana, if in that position, if in your Chakrasana, if you have not been focusing on pushing that inner edge of the foot into the floor, then doing this, balancing on one leg, is going to be slightly challenging. So that is why in all back bends, it is important to roll the thighs in, because as soon as you roll the thighs in, the body weight shifts to the inner edge of the foot. And that is why in this, if my body weight was on the outer edge of the foot, I wouldn't be able to balance. I have to push the foot in to be able to lift that other leg up. Does that make sense? Yeah. So let's try. Let's try one-legged chakrasana. Those of you who want to try. But I encourage everybody to try. If you are not confident, at least do the chakrasana again. Just once again. And if you're feeling too tired, then you can just do a passive back bend on like the blocks or something. But I encourage you to like try, at least try. Try the one-legged chakrasana. That is our challenge pose for the day, and I'm going to take a picture. Everybody come up. Try. Yeah. Yes. Good. Good. Very nice. Stuti, Smriti, very nice. Try guys, try once again. Sachin, nice. Yeah. Good. Push up. Yes. Good. Yeah, nice. Good. Okay, come out. Come out. Okay. So, see, that's the thing. Because even for chakrasana, a lot of you can just come up. You know, you don't go through the phases, you can just quickly come up into chakrasana. And you can do like a fabulous chakrasana, but you don't do the phases of chakrasana, which is like put the head on the floor, have a lot of control with the arms. So now you see why it's important to have that control. Because you just must have that control if you're going to do one-legged chakrasana. Yeah? So even when we do back bends, even like the basic back bends that we started with, where you are, where you're just bending backwards, that extension is important, the bend is not so important. Yeah? And when we extend back, then what happens to the legs is also important, which is why I said don't focus on the glutes, focus more on the thighs. So the more the thighs are rolled in, the more the chakrasana is strong. Yeah? I think a lot of you might have questions about chakrasana. We'll do a quick shavasana, and then later on if you have any questions, I'll take the questions as well. Yeah? So lie down in your shavasana, but we have to stretch the back also. So lie down and place the right foot on the left knee. Keep the knees bent initially. We have to stretch the back out before we go, And then hug that left knee in to your chest. Hug it in. Give it enough time. Really hug it in. Switch legs. And then place both feet on the floor. And then you're going to slowly slide the legs out into Shavasana. Hands out to the sides and relax. And if you do feel like a tinge on the lower back, like some sort of like pain, then you can leave your knees bent, and that's going to help. Yeah, keep your knees bent. Gently start to move your fingers and your toes. Move your face from side to side. Turn to the right. And with your left hand, bring yourself up into any comfortable seated meditative asana. Sit with your back straight, your shoulders relaxed, your eyes closed. Bring your hands together in the Namaskar Mudra. Start rubbing your hands together and place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face and with a few blinks, open your eyes. Thank you. I'm going to unmute you all in case you have any questions.